Alright, now let's take a look at consensus payment plans. Personally, I haven't seen many limitations with this tool, but let's hit upgrade, okay? As you can see, they're only charging $12 a month, which I think is quite cheap. They offer unlimited analyses, captures, us paper messages, bookmarks, custom lists, and other tools released monthly. I think $12 a month is a bargain, especially since you won't be using Consensus constantly, right? And you can use these unlimited features as often as you want. I've used it 5 times already without any issues, and it hasn't mentioned any limits or restrictions, you know? So for just $12 a month, you get these analyses and captures, which can definitely complement our work, right? And do all your school assignments for only $12 a month. You might say, but that's not how you learn. You're right. You won't learn as much as if you searched for info yourself, but just as you can argue that point, I can also say you can use the tool wisely and learn faster. You know, that's where I stand on this. When we do research for an assignment, it's important to know how to find information and determine what's relevant and what's not. But it obviously takes time, right? The only difference is how we acquire education and its devaluation. In the past, if you wanted to find a formula or answer to a question, you had to open an encyclopedia and flip through pages until you found it. If you were lucky, the index might give you a starting point for your question, right? But nowadays, even 5 years ago, you'd search online and find the answer in the first 3. For posts, you'd have to sift through, and now you can use a tool that sifts through those answers for you. So it's true that for a class assignment, you might not learn as much as if you started reading on your own instead of getting the answer directly, right? That's obvious, but it's also true that if you do more than required, for example, instead of spending an hour searching for an answer, you get the answer in 10 minutes and use the remaining 50 minutes to gather more information, which is likely more valuable than what you'd get otherwise. So in that case, you're using the tool effectively, right? I say this as a disclaimer, as some might argue this use isn't ideal, it's not proper, and I agree, but view AI tools as co-pilots, okay? They're here to assist, got it? Not to do all the work for you. If AI does everything, what's your value proposition? What sets you apart from artificial intelligence? That's where your ability to add something extra comes in. So it's that straightforward. Hope you enjoyed this reflection and insight. It's truly a great tool. See you in future videos.